Going to the city again today. Mga tao sa paligid. Ang tao guys, kasi those. Dadaan kami sa Chinatown. Guys, lahat ng food nila sobrang sarap. Hello guys, good morning. We're going to the city again today to eat something, and Mark decided to buy some shoes because he's got some cash from the tax return. So guys, it's been a while since nag-vlog kami ng mga gala namin. Medyo mahina lang yung boss ko kasi nasa train kami. Baka mabisit yung mga tao sa paligid. So we are heading today to city again to eat something. Parang gusto namin puntahan yung isa sa mga sikat na Thai restaurant. It's called Soi 38. Yeah, so nag-crave kami ng Asian food again today, and particularly Thai food. So hopefully totoo yung chismis na masarap talaga doon. So yeah, samahan nyo kami na city. Tapos siguro tingin-tingin kami, shop around. Window shopping lang kasi bawal gumastos ng malaki. Kailangan natin magtipid. Okay? Ayun guys, samahan nyo kami sa gala namin today. Melbourne Central na kami guys, and we're gonna exit. Daming tao guys kasi rush hour 3. So 3 PM. Here in Australia, normally establishments, restaurants, and shops normally closes earlier, like usually around 5 to 6 p.m. They're already closed, especially during the weekdays. So, nandito na kami ngayon sa... Anong lugar na to?
Melbourne Central.
Itong mall.
Melbourne Central.
So, there's a lot of shops for clothing, shoes, and takeaway food like milk tea, bread, sushi. I'll show you guys. So dito na kami ngayon sa Emporium. Another mall next to Melbourne Central Mall. They're like similar to the Ayala malls back in the Philippines. So, ayan guys, yung kalsada nila. Actually busy na to pero kung titingnan mo, wala pa rin siya, maluwag pa rin siya compared sa mga roads sa Manila. Melbourne na to so it's already a big city here in Australia. Pero maluwag pa rin yung traffic. I think it's because they have an extensive network of public transport, like the trams, trains, and buses, and the government try to improve on those things and try to subsidize those. That's why the traffic here is not as worse as in some other Asian countries. So ito tayo sa Emporium Mall. So isa sa mga favorite namin na mall ni Mark. Tsaka nung nag-visit dito si Mama, lagi nandito yun. Pero window shopping lang siya.
No Uniqlo.
Walang Uniqlo? They closed?
They closed open late.
Maybe they're renovating or expanding Uniqlo, one of my favorite brand. Not too expensive, but very high quality of clothing. Victoria's Secret. Isa sa mga bago namin favorite na brand, the North Face. Medyo pricey lang. Oops. This fancy brand here, Chanel. Sa mga mahilig sa luxury brand, time to visit a certain shoe shop na favorite ni Mark, yung On Shoes. Recently kasi nahihilig siya sa brand na to, tapos after our tax return, he decided to buy one. Yeah. Actually, matipid kami parehas, hindi kami pala mahilig bumili ng mga shoes saka mga damit. Minsan lang. Tapos lagi pang sinasabay namin na sale or sa DFO. Kasi syempre, you need to be smart in terms of spending your money. Hinihintay ko lang si Mark, nasa CR pa siya. On Shoes, ang favorite na brand ni Mark. Ralph Lauren. And my favorite brand, Nike. So ngayon pupunta kami sa isa sa mga cafe kasi nga it's too early. So we're gonna go to Regretless Low Carb Cafe. So apparently this cafe serve sugarless cakes and pastries in their cafe. That's why it's regretless. So you can eat as much as you want. I'm not sure about their drinks and their coffee if it's also sugar-free. So their star on Google is 4.9 star out of 5, and they have a total of 903 reviews. So that's kind of high for a restaurant or cafe here in Melbourne CBD. Yeah, so very interesting. So let's go there. Dadaan kami sa Chinatown. Isang mahabang kalsada lang yung Chinatown dito. Naalala nyo last time kumain kami kasama yung iba naming friends, dito rin kami napunta kasi marami talagang mga kainan dito, mga Asian restaurants, Chinese restaurants, Thai, Vietnamese. Yeah, ang wala lang dito Filipino restaurant, I don't know why. Hindi siguro mabenta. Sa ibang lugar ng Melbourne CBD yan, meron naman. So going back dun sa topic natin about personal finance and shopping, don't get me wrong, I love shopping naman, bumibili din ako. Minsan nga talagang kung mag-shopping ako, talagang ang dami kong binibili pag gusto ko. But tinataon ko siya na I have enough money and wala akong ibang pagkagastosan na mas importante. Yun, parang sa sobrang money ko lang. Kasi sabi nga dun sa mga pina-follow ko na mga financial vlogger at mga financial guru, sabi nila, pay yourself first before anyone. Sino ba yung mga anyone na yan? Hindi yung mga yung mga nagtitinda ng mga goods and services like mga Louis Vuitton, yan, mga Nike, Adidas, yan. Before paying those merchants, pay yourself first. By how? By keeping your extra cash in your bank, in your high savings account, investing in yourself, or investing on appreciating assets. Yan, could be real estate. It could be ano pa ba, yung mga golds yan, and invest in your self-improvement, like your skills in life, your learning, education, siya makita guys, pero ang sabi niya dun sa regretless low carb pleasure. Okay, let's see. They have pandan coconut. So this is their menu. You can see all their prices and the different food and drinks that they sell. Yeah, nag-request pala ako ng konting sugar kasi medyo parang natatabangan ako kasi may kung sa sweet drinks eh. Para siyang, hindi ba ito amazing na. Sarap. Kumana siya, tumamis siya. Classic matcha talaga siya. So kung gusto nyo guys na medyo matamis yung drink nyo, you can always request for extra sugar or palagay nyo na ng sugar when you order kasi as the name of the store said, regretless dessert and regretless coffee. So yun nga,
Masyado siyang creamy pero light lang yung flavor niya. Hindi siya sobrang tamis. Gusto ko siya. So balance naman siya. Parang sobrang soft ng crepe tapos may crunchy effect yung burnt coconut shavings. Tapos yung ube latte. Hindi siya masyadong matamis. For me, overall experience, i-rate ko lang siguro ng mga, kasi sobrang light lang niya. Hindi masyadong heavy.
So, ayan guys, masyadong lakasan yung boses ko. Pero so, yung ko dito, score ko dito is mga 7 out of 10. Yan. Nahiya ako. Ang hirap pala maging food vlogger, no? Especially pagka malapit sa'yo yung may-ari. Ayan. Kasi nga dahil sa taste, so medyo matabang siya. Gusto ko sanang medyo matamis-tamis ng konti. Pero I'd say yun nga talaga kasi ata yung feature nila dito sa mga product nila. Kaya tinawag nilang regretless low carb dessert cafe. Yan. So kung healthy person ka na okay lang sa'yo na medyo matabang, so swak na swak. Kaya pwede ka dito sa cafe na to. Pero kung nakasanayan mo na medyo sweet yung mga drinks, saka mga cake mo, desserts, then maybe hindi siya masyadong magsaswak sa panlasa mo. Yun nga. Tapos guys, yung brother ko pala si Jack, finally na-approve na yung visa niya, student visa niya. Tapos if you guys want to know yung agency na ginamit niya just comment down below and I will do a vlog about that one. So very smooth and efficient yung assistance ng agency na kinuha namin. So siguro nagtataka kayo bakit hindi na lang ako yung nag-process and everything, kasi pag yung student visa kasi hindi ko kasi siya na-experience. Ang punta ko dito sa Australia is PR. So tumawid ako from New Zealand. So pumasok ako ng Australia, PR na agad. So yung student pathway medyo hindi ako familiar doon. So sabi ko might as well find another person or agency to assist my brother. So we just had to pay for certain amount of money, hindi naman ganun kalakihan, on top of the tuition fee and all the processing fee and everything. So surprisingly, after niya masubmit yung mga documents niya, medyo natagalan lang siya dun sa part na i-request niya yung mga diploma niya, sa mga POR sa school niya, which is STI. So dun sa part na yon, it's not his. Pero once nung na-submit niya na yon, parang it took only less than a month. So na-submit niya yon, na-lodge yung visa and everything, nagkaroon siya ng case officer. After nun, parang just 2 to 3 weeks, na-approve agad yung visa niya, nabigyan na siya ng student visa. I don't know if it's because of the agency, dahil magaling sila, sanay sila sa pag-assist, or is it because in-sponsoran ko si Jack kasi nga meron na siyang kapatid, family member na citizen or nakatira dito sa Australia. Yun. So, I'm very thankful sa agency na yon, at very thankful ako kay God na binigyan niya ng chance yung brother ko na makapunta rito sa Australia. So, binuko na yung flight niya and he'll be coming here soon. And yeah, isama natin siya sa mga vlog natin in the next coming weeks or months. Yeah. So siya yung maganda siyang gawing guinea pig kasi parang fresh siya from the Philippines. So ask natin siya kung ano yung experience sa unang dating niya rito sa Australia, kung ano yung weather since darating siya ng winter, saka kung ano yung environment, yung crowd, everything. Yan. So he's actually very lucky kasi nandito ako, so mag-guide ko siya. And meron agad siyang parang titirahan na house kasi may bahay kami ni Mark. So, titira siya sa amin in one of our rooms. Yun. And the goal is for him to be able to find a job and be able to work within the allowed hours per week, which is 24 hours while he is studying. So, yung course niya is Diploma of Information Technology. So, 2 years yun. But it's only like 2 to 3 days per week. So, he still have like 2 days to work. Yan. So, hopefully makahanap agad siya ng employer na malapit sa house namin para it's not too hard for him to travel. So, ayun, I'm very excited for him and I'm so proud of him kasi siya naman talaga yung nag-process and normally kasi medyo relax mode lagi itong kapatid kong to eh. So, I'm so happy na nag-pursige siya na i-process at ngayon darating na siya sa Australia. So, yun nga, sana makahanap din siya ng work agad at mapasa niya lahat yung mga requirements ng school hanggang sa matapos niya and maging permanent resident din niya sa Australia, di ba? So, I'm so happy na kakatulong ako dun sa kapatid ko. Kasi, yan. Yun, guys. So, abangan natin yung mga ganong mga pangyayari in the future. Yan. Tapos gagawa rin pala kami ng vlog siguro na itutour namin yung brother ko. So, samahan nyo kami habang itutour namin siya dito sa City of Melbourne at sa mga iba't ibang part ng Victoria. Pero hindi pa kami kakain. It's only 4:45 p.m. and we just had some coffee so we still feel full. We're probably just gonna stroll around the city and I don't know, do some window shopping. Window shopping lang kasi nagtitipid para sa mga upcoming travels. Yeah. I-feature natin ma'am next time to. Ito mga ako. Guys, ito pala isa sa mga favorite namin na restaurant dito, yung Tim Ho Wan. Meron din dito sa Philippines, pero dito sa Victoria, ito lang yung nag-iisang branch na. It's one of our favorite restaurant. Oh, at least my favorite. Not sure about Mark. Guys, so may pila na. Tapos may mga tao na rin sa likod ko. Pasok na kami. Ano yung parang herb na ginagamit nila rito sa Thai, parang distinct. Ano to yung parang pork spine, di ba? Yung ano nila guys, yung soup nila, sarap niya. Gusto ko yung lasa niya. Parang may maanghang siya na maasim-asim pero hindi sobrang anghang. Masarap pag sa Thai Town. Guys, lahat ng food nila sobrang sarap. Para kang pumunta Thailand. Pero ang ginawa namin ni Mark, kasi nga normally daw sobrang spicy dito based sa review. Pero masarap. Pinabawasan namin yung spiciness. Parang ginawa lang namin siyang mild spicy. Guys, yung bone, meron pa siyang parang bone marrow sa loob. Sarap. Guys, yung intestine nila, medyo chewy siya, pero masarap pa rin siya. Alam na nakakamiss yung mga isaw sa Pilipinas. Grabe. Yan guys, so we just finished eating our food. So sobrang sarap niya guys. Yung pork bone soup, ano siya, very refreshing siya. Parang punong-puno siya ng herbs. Ano ba yung distinct? Ano ba yung coriander ba yun? Nalalasahan natin. Tapos malambot yung niya, yung pork meat kasi parang spine area ata ng pork to eh. Feeling ko parang pinakuluan siya ng matagal. Tapos yung sabaw niya, even though it's pork, hindi siya fatty. Kumbaga very clean anong soup pag hinigup mo. Hindi lang namin siya naubos kasi sobrang dami talaga. Yan, nabusog na talaga kami pero masarap siya. So, ang score ko dito sa pork bone soup for me is siguro mga 9 out of 10. Tapos yung papaya salad naman, okay siya, parang unique siya kasi unusual siya eh. Parang dilagdagan nila ng salted egg, tsaka dried shrimp, small dried shrimp yung yung papaya salad. Yung spiciness niya, we requested it to be mildly spicy. It suited our taste bud. Yeah. Otherwise, if it's too spicy, we won't be able to finish it. What do you call this one? Beef roast.
Sa beef roasted.
Roasted yung roasted Angus beef nila tas with vinegar, sobrang sarap din siya. Nung unang tikim ko, parang sa shit, para siyang parang yung inihaw sa Japan. Pero sobrang mura niya, $20 lang siya, guys. Tapos naubos talaga namin siya. So for the papaya salad sorry, siya, mga 8 out of 10. Tapos for the roast Angus beef, I would score this one as 9 out of 10. And then the next one, the grilled pork intestine, for me, I think it's 8.5 out of 10. Kasi parang hindi consistent yung lasa. Yung una ko natikman, sobrang sarap. Wala akong masabi. Pero yung sumunod na, yung last na stick na kinain ko, parang medyo mapait-pait na siya. Tsaka on top of that, is a little bit chewy as well. So, for me, it's 8.5 out of 10. Pero masarap pa rin naman siya. Tapos na-miss ko yung mga isaw, tsaka mga bitu-bitu ka sa Pilipinas na street food natin. Almost very similar siya sa Filipino food. Ano pa ba? What am I missing out? I'm done with that. Tapos sa drinks nila, so ang in-order ko pala na drink is yung classic na Thai milk tea with a lot of ice. So okay naman siya, typical na Thai milk tea, nothing special. Pero mahilig kasi ako sa Thai milk tea, so for me it's still 9 out of 10. Tapos yung in-order naman ni Mark is Longan Slushy. So, mga anong score mo? So, mga 8, 7? So, mga 7 to 8 out of 10 yung Longan Slushy. In total, ang score namin is 9 out of 10. Na? 9 out of 10. So, it means it's worth trying talaga. Alam nyo naman ako, siya kasi Mark, mataas yung standard namin sa food, sa lasa ng food. So, 9 out of 10 is so for
parang Thailand talaga.
So for the place, ambience, we would score it 9 out of 10 as well kasi parang mafe-feel mo talaga yung yung street food vibe sa Thailand. Yeah, tapos very spacious din yung lugar. Even though crowded yung tao, parang there's enough space for you to pass through the in between the tables and chairs. So, and then the next category would be the price. So for the price, we ended up paying $90 for all of these. And this order is a huge order. Like I think this is good for 3 to 4 people. Pero inubos lang namin dalawa ni Mark kasi ganoon kami kataka. So that's the reason why we weren't able to finish the pork bone soup and the papaya salad kasi hindi talaga namin kaya. Sobrang busog na kami. So for the price, I think sa dami nila, saka sa quality naman ng lasa, for me it's 9 out of 10 for the price. He said maybe 8 out of 10. Yan, kasi ba't ba? Kasi CBD to eh. Siguro mga 8 to 9 out of 10. 8.5, let's say 8.5 for the price. So 998. Yan siya. So for me, marirecommend ko sa mga fellow Filipino and other Asians and even Australians to visit this restaurant. It's worth the visit. Yeah. At para sa mga tourists dyan, for those who are planning to visit Melbourne, so this is one of the top restaurants that I would recommend. Very good. Alright, we're gonna go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.